Students, so today we'll go for the next complex of the IR spectroscopy, okay, and that is cyanato, okay, cyanato, okay. So this is nothing but OCN complexes, OCN complexes. In the previous videos we have seen that cyano, okay, then thiocyanato, and today we are learning about the cyanide, OCN. The OCN group may coordinate to the metal through nitrogen. So it may coordinate through nitrogen in this way, or the oxygen. So, or it may coordinate with the oxygen, that is cyanotoform. Okay, or sometimes you can see that they are coordinating on both the sides. Thus, the majority of complexes are reported from the nitrogen bonded. Okay, so this is what the majority of them is mentioned here in the, you can see here, which is bonded from the nitrogen. Okay, and you can see the asymmetric stretching of nitrogen and carbon, oxygen, carbonyl, and also symmetric stretching of NCO in most of the vibrating in most of the complexes. Okay, so which mainly consist of vibration of Cn and that of CO, vibration of Cn and that of CO. Okay, which denotes the vibration. So these two denotes the vibration of that of cyanide and as well as carbonyl group. Okay, so if you take some examples of some of the compounds with how the variation takes place in the vibrations. So we'll take some vibrations of asymmetric vibrations, as I said, of NCO. Okay, then symmetric vibrations of NCO group. Okay, then rocking vibrations of NCO, like this. Okay, if you see this, and if you take some of the compounds, like we'll go for first potassium cyanato complex, NCO. Okay, so which is having this asymmetric stretching at 2155 per centimeter, and here we can see that it is going to 1282 1202 per centimeter, and this is 630 per centimeter. So like this, the vibration is shown by this complex, potassium cyanato complex. Similarly, if you go for silicon, okay, SiNCO, because most of the complexes we have seen that is going to bond with the nitrogen here, and they are going to show the vibrations of carbonyl or the SCN. Okay, so this is what. And if you see the next silicon complex, so it is going to show at 2284 per centimeter, and here you can see the vibration, symmetric vibrations of this one. You can see it is going to show 1482 centimeter, and this is 608 546 centimeter. So this is how we can show that. Okay, similarly, if we go for zinc, manganese, iron, okay, zinc, okay, NCO 4 times -2 zinc, then manganese, same thing, manganese, okay, zinc, manganese, iron, okay, NCO 4 times -2 complexes, iron and manganese and iron. So if you see here, so it is going to show at zinc 2208, okay, then 2222 for iron, and this is going to show, okay, manganese 222 into 222, and iron is going to show 2182 per centimeter. Similarly here 13, zinc is going to show 1326 per centimeter, then 1335 per centimeter, and 1337, okay, 1337 per centimeter, like this. Okay, and here you can see zinc is going to show complex 624, small difference 623 and 619 per centimeter, small difference is there. Okay, so like this we can see the complex of iron is over than cobalt, nickel, iron, palladium, tin, zirconium, molybdenum, okay, lanthanum. So like this, in most of the cases you can see that uh, these are going to show different vibrations. Okay, uh, vibrations depending on and we can identify the different complexes, how they are going to affect. Okay, similarly, thus the oxygen, you can see structures, bonded structures have been seen. So this is what nitrogen bonded, but in oxygen bonded, if you see for some of the complex like OCN 6 times N minus. Okay, MOCN 6 times N minus, where M stands for molybdenum. Okay, 3, molybdenum 3, then rhenium 4, rhenium 5. Okay, rhenium 4, rhenium 5. So you can see that some of the complexes of such type are seen bonded with oxygen. Okay, bonded with the oxygen. Okay, so and it was first synthesized by Anderson. Okay, Anderson and Norbury. So they prepared the first linkage isomerism. Okay, they prepared first linkage isomers. So that is LO, rhodium RH, PPH3 thrice NCO. So this is one complex RH PPH3 thrice NCO, and orange. This is yellow and orange. RH rhodium PPH3 thrice OCN. So you can see this type of isomer. It is bonded with nitrogen, and this is bonded with the oxygen. And you can see the intensity of new CN intensity cyanide of this complex. First one is smaller than that of the free ion. So here it is smaller than that of the free ion. If you consider the free ion frequency, this frequency comes to be smaller in this complex. Okay, so this is what. Whereas the intensity of the latter, that means this ion, the intensity of the latter, so you can say larger than the free ion. So see so much difference. So here it comes larger. So nu of Cn becomes larger than the free ion in this complex. The both are isomers, but the IR study helps us to distinguish between these two isomers. Okay, so this is how. So and this is going to exhibit the rocking OCN at 607 and 590 per centimeter. Okay, 607. So this OCN bond is going to shown by this at 607 and 590, 607 and 590 per centimeter. So you can see that even we can see that the bands of bonding with oxygen is been confirmed here with the IR spectra. Whereas you can see that the former, this is going to show the first one, the first complex, this is going to show only one band at you can see 592 per centimeter, 592 per centimeter, but this is going to show two bands, this complex, second complex. So this is how the difference we can go with the IR help of the IR spectroscopy. And even the structure, okay, structure of one compound, that is FISE selenium, okay, iron selenium compound NCO structure, which was first determined by electron diffraction. Okay, electron diffraction. So this structure, whatever it was designed by the electron diffraction method, was found to be was not correct. Okay, it is actually it was F5 selenium OCN. Okay, OCN like this with so this is how we can see X-ray diffraction. What it was given was found to be wrong, but when it was seen with the IR and help the IR and all, we can see that yes, definitely this pentafluoroselenium is bonded with the oxygen here. So how it was possible to know? Because this complex is going was showing this frequency of NCO, and that of frequency of two frequencies, symmetric as well as asymmetric frequencies of NCO. Okay, of occurring with at 2290 and 1104 per centimeter. So this is what made to know that the structure of this may be OCN and not this one which was suggested by the X-ray electron diffraction method. Okay, so the bridging of yeah, NCO may take place in different modes like this. So this is one mode of NCO. So this is one mode of metal binding with NCO. The next we can see that so it may bond with oxygen. Okay, OCN in this way. Either it is nitrogen or oxygen to the metal, or in third case it may have the bonding with in this way NCO metal like this. Okay, NCO metal, so nitrogen carbon oxygen metal this way. Okay, and this structure one, if you see this one structure one, it was proposed for some complexes like Ml2 NCO twice. Okay, Ml2 NCO twice, this complex where M stands for an iron, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel. Okay, and yeah, manganese, cobalt, nickel like this. And you can see that the best example we can take it as uh, yes, and structure. Okay, this is what you can take any manganese, cobalt, nickel, I said already. And the second structure, was not known actually. This structure is little bit not known so far. Okay, it's very rare as I said. But in some exhibits, some complexes they exhibit here. And structures the was proposed. Okay, this one structure, this was proposed for the complex like NH3 5 times chromium NCO chromium NH3 5 times Cl5. Okay, NH3 5 times chromium NCO chromium NH3 5 times Cl5. Okay, so for such complexes you can see this type of bridging type of was been observed, and it where it exhibits the asymmetric stretching of NCO, okay, nitrogen carbonyl, and symmetric stretching of NCO nitrogen carbonyl, and rocking frequency of NCO, okay, nitrogen carbonyl. So chromium to oxygen, so that is what here I will write here, chromium to frequency of chromium to NCO, okay, chromium to NCO, okay, via nitrogen, and frequency of chromium to OCN at 2248, okay, and you can see here yeah, it is observed at 2248 per centimeter, this to 2248 per centimeter. Then 1315 per centimeter, 605, 350, and 303 per centimeter, 303 per centimeter. Okay, so like this they are exhibiting the 5 vibrations. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 vibrations. Okay, that is these vibrations, so that is asymmetric and symmetric, and this one, and the chromium, this one. So 1 2 3 4 5 symmetries at this 5 wave numbers, 2000, this one is showing at this one, then 1315, then 605 this vibration, then 350 this one, and 303 this vibration. So like this such type of you can say is going to help us to know the different what is difference the different complexes with the help of the IR. Okay, hope you understood this. So I have taken maximum whatever possible is there. So hope you understood all these examples. Okay, wherein the IR spectroscopy is useful to know whether the complex is bound through oxygen or it is bound through nitrogen, and this will help us, and even the structures is going to be determined, helping with the help of IR to know the correct structures of the complexes. Okay, so hope you understood this today's class of the complexes of cyanato. Okay, that is OCN cyanato. Very rarely one few will come, but most of them are going to bond with this. And in the next video, I think in this we have completed the three series, that is cyanato, okay, cyano, and thiocyanato. So these three combinations IR study we have completed, okay, followed by pyridine, urea, and like this. So we will see in the next class if I get some other concepts from your syllabus regarding the inorganic compounds, we will deal with. Okay, thank you.